Hey everyone, I'm your host Natalie Bodie. On the show today is one of the fastest rising casino content creators on the internet. A former automotive technician turned viral sensation, he launched his channel in May 2024 and hit 100,000 subscribers in less than a month. Please welcome the one and only Bluffin Bob to the show. I think I just need to start with this. You professionally raced razor scooters.
It wasn't race, it was like freestyle, like doing flips
tricks?
and stuff. Yeah.
How does that, my recollection of razor scooters is like clipping my ankle all the time as a
the
little
shins
kid.
And, yeah.
Exactly. How does one get into doing like tricks semi-professionally? It seems there's a whole league, right? Isn't it
There's a whole industry behind it. It's more so slowed down now, but when I started, it was like the sport in like the action space. But it all started, I had a scooter when I was like 9 years old, and I would just ride it around the neighborhood, and then I saw like a YouTube video, and that was like the first time I saw someone like backflip on a scooter, and I was like, oh, that is like, I think I can do that. And then like it was just, the rest is history. I just started like trying to do tricks in the neighborhood. Then I learned about skate parks. I didn't even know those existed.
Wow. So did you actually do a backflip on a razor scooter?
Oh yeah.
You have videos of this somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to find it.
Yeah.
Okay, but the process of learning a backflip, you had to have busted it a few times.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why I have fake teeth. Yeah.
Really? They look good.
Yeah, thanks.
I didn't even notice. Okay, I gotta look into some of your videos because that was crazy. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So for a while, I think it was about 6 years, you were an auto tech, correct? At a Land Rover, 2 different ones.
Yep. A couple different ones. Three actually. Yeah.
Okay, so I need you to just be honest with me right now.
Yeah.
I drive a Land Rover.
Crash.
You think that?
Wait, which one?
I knew you were gonna say that. I have a Range Rover Evoque.
Even worse.
So, and I'm not even mad about it. I'm glad you told me, because here's the thing, Bluff, ever since I got the car, my CarPlay doesn't work.
Oh yeah, I mean, you'll just have so many issues with
the screen goes in and out, and I'm mad about it. And that's
There's
the
no
thing.
fix.
This Range Rover, I took my car in and you guys told me there was no fix for your screen that constantly glitches. You know how many wrecks I've almost gotten into because I'm trying the navigation?
Yeah.
It never will. And it just doesn't display anything. It doesn't display the right next turn. It will like phase in and out. It'll tell me to merge into a lane that doesn't exist. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I wasn't someone who was like, and no disrespect if this is you and it's a goal for you, Range Rovers are really built up. People think a lot of the name.
Yeah.
I never was like, oh, I got to have a Range Rover. It was more so, I looked up the smallest SUV that exists, and it's a Range Rover Evoque. Mm-hmm. So I needed more space, but I've only had 2-door cars and I didn't want a big car. Why has the screen never worked from the inception of the car being made? Why is that?
Is it wireless? Like Apple CarPlay? It's all the wireless mumbo jumbo. That stuff just never works. It's kind of like any brand really. But yeah, Range Rovers, the new ones, like the new full size and the sport, like 23 plus, they're like amazing. I think they're super reliable. I would get one myself.
Really?
Yeah, any of the old stuff, like trash.
Is it true when people bring in the car, like you guys will kind of be like, oh, you should get this repair and this repair if people don't need it? Like,
no, I mean, at least not like myself.
Okay.
It's I don't even really experience that much. I don't think so.
So the reason I ask is because I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico for about 10 months, and I took my car in there and they told me like, oh, your brakes are like done. You need new brakes. I took it to the one here and the guy was like, hey, I'm really confused. Like your brakes are perfect. Like you don't need new brakes for a long time. And I thought I was being finessed. And I feel like women constantly get finessed with cars.
You'll get like some scumbags in the industry. I think, I don't think you can avoid it completely, but there's a lot of like, it's kind of hard because there are like a bunch of like scumbags in the industry. So you kind of group like the whole mechanic or technician industry into one. But yeah, at least where I worked, it wasn't like that.
When did that come to an end? Like, when did you quit the day job and actually decide, or did you decide to quit? Was it like there's a fork in the road and you had to make a change? What happened?
So, okay, I worked out here and I got fired. Then I moved to Texas. I was there for like 6 months. I got fired. And then I was in Arizona for like 3 months. And then I started making like the gambling stuff. And within 2 weeks, it was like taking off. Like it was blowing up like crazy. And my boss made me quit. He was like, hey, you need to focus on this. Like, this is going to be a way better career path for you. You don't want to work on cars for the rest of your life. Like, I'm making you resign. So that's how it was. And that's a
great boss.
That was last May.
So this hasn't even been that long for you.
Yeah, I've been making content for like right over a year, like year and 2 months.
Before I get into that, how'd you get fired?
So
Bluff twice?
No, it's in the auto industry, it's a little weird. So like, it doesn't relate to like customers or anything. It relates to the brands that you work for. Like you can do like certain repairs. It'll take you like 8 hours and they'll pay you like 2 hours. So you have to make up that time like in other places and like create like this extravagant story. So it technically the term is warranty fraud, where you're trying to like defraud the warranty pays. So anything like that the manufacturer pays for. So like if you have a brand new car that's under warranty and like, let's say your engine goes out and like you need to replace the motor, like if a customer is paying for it, the tech like gets paid, rightfully so. But if you're getting it repaired under warranty, the technician just like, it'll take you like 3 days to replace it and you'll get a day's worth.
That's BS though.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's horrible.
So I don't know. I have no shame in doing it. Not against a big $1 billion brand that's making all this money and like just shorting techs. It's a scam, honestly. The auto industry is just a scam.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And that's been largely what I've seen too. But in terms of when your content really started blowing up, I saw you had 100,000 subscribers in a month. Is that accurate?
A week.
A week?
My first week, yeah. I had a short blow up with like 100 million views.
100 million? What were you doing in that short specifically?
I did like a $6,900 blackjack hand.
And that was just, after that, it was history.
Yeah, it just blew up. And around that time when I like hit 100K is like when my boss was like, yeah, you need to quit.
Were you nervous at all to dive into content full time?
No, I mean, I'm pretty confident in what I do. And I kind of strategized when I started like doing this gambling stuff because I use like my life savings to start it. So like, you don't want to just jump into something and not know what you're doing. So I kind of took the time and like studied other creators in the space, even outside of the space. And because I kind of treated it as like a business, like an investment, like, all right, like this needs to work. I did not have a plan if it didn't work. It was basically just like go back to a day job. So, I mean, I just invested and really strategized behind it. And then I didn't think it was going to be this crazy and that fast. But yeah, when that short blew up, it was like, oh yeah, like I'm like confident, like this is going to work great.
What do you think it was that you did that caused you to blow up so quickly? Because there is a lot of content out there that's Vegas and casino content, but you made your own lane.
I think a lot of people like targeted slots and slot play because it's really hard to film tables sometimes and getting permission. So I really tried to like get table game like permission filming as soon as possible. And then also just being like a young person in the space. Like most people that are in the space are older because they have the money and the wealth to kind of fund like this expensive gambling niche where, you know, not many of them did so much table game stuff. So I really targeted like table games and kind of creating like stuff that you can target like the younger demographic, like making the funny jokes that people can relate to. And also just being younger myself that, I don't know, I feel I'm more relatable and personable to like the younger audience that like is because gambling was like blowing up, like it still is.
Right.
Where like, I don't know, I feel like I can like be the face of like the younger audience.
Obviously, table games, that recording is really difficult. Did you almost get kicked out ever at different casinos for trying to film?
I've had a couple issues like filming like virtual games, which was surprising.
That is surprising.
Yeah, but any like table games, I make sure like I talk to like the marketing team and like get permission first. I don't want to like step on anyone's toes and like have like a name in the industry.
What's your go-to casinos in Vegas?
El Cortez, number one.
They do allow a lot of filming there.
Yeah, they make it super easy. I can walk in and just film whatever I want.
Wow.
And then Resorts World's really nice. That's kind of like the same thing. Plus they have like higher limits. What else is there? Aliante is a good property. That's like way off strip, super north. Been. Yeah, okay. It's way north. That one's more like local oriented, so I like that one. It's quieter. A new one is Aria. I do like Aria, but I don't film there.
Okay, they don't allow it?
Not yet. I haven't even tried, but I do like coming here and playing just because like all my friends come here and play too.
You mentioned earlier you put your life savings into starting this. Are you comfortable sharing like what you had to invest initially? I'd just be curious to know that number.
Yeah. I'm super transparent. So like, fortunately, the job that I was working, I was making 6 figures a year, but I saved up a majority of that, like as much as I could. And then my dad passed away in 2022. So me and my brother and my sister inherited his house, and then we split it 3 ways. So that was like, we each got like 92,000. So I had like 300K.
Wow.
Like saved up, like, and then I kind of just like went all for it. So I did like this one series where I was gambling like 10 cents for every follower that I had on Instagram. And that one got really expensive really fast. Within a month, it was like, I was doing like $10,000 hands and $10,000 bets. But I ended up stopping the series when I ended up down like 9K on the series. So I was down 40K at one point.
Oh, wow.
So I had like some crazy run, made it all back. And then I lost 9K and I was like, all right, like let's kind of take this other path and see what I can do with this. And then, yeah, it's just, so like I would say I invested probably like 40K, even though I won it all back. The investment was
the gambling?
Yeah.
Right. Obviously,
so
has to be.
I won it all back, but then I like all the other videos I was filming. So it was like 40K like initially, but I would say like you definitely want to have like a lot of money to start something like that.
What was your biggest win? Have you ever had any game, any casino, doesn't matter? Yeah.
Probably like 2 weeks ago. It was like a group thing, but we ran like 36,000 to 165K. It was crazy.
How do you get into a mindset where you can gamble like 10 grand on a hand? Like, cause I mean, if you started with 300K, don't get me wrong, that is a lot, but losing 40, that still hurts at that point.
Oh yeah.
And you obviously like the mental and being responsible with the bankroll you've set aside for this is huge. How did you handle that?
You have to really like emotionally detach from the money. Like if, let's say you took $300,000 and you started a business and it's like, all right, well, you need $40,000 for a business truck or like a work truck. That's the same exact thing. Like, all right, like I lost 40,000 making these videos, but I've grown this audience and my business is starting to scale. So I basically just detach from the money, whether it's obviously I filmed like a video where I gambled 100K, like that's a little hard, but it's still just like a business move. You just have to detach and it's like a business expense, like cost of doing business.
What does the content money really look like in the Vegas gambling casino space? What's the biggest driver? Is it YouTube that's earning creators the most?
So YouTube does really good. There's YouTube, Facebook, some do Snapchat. There's also like sponsorships like social casinos. Like I work with SpinQuest.
It's a new one, right? I've seen creators promote that one.
Yeah. That one just released in September. It's actually, or I'm sorry, not September, March. And it's actually a really good friend of mine that owns it. His name is Robbie. He's actually in a lot of my videos. But so they back me. YouTube, the RPM in YouTube space is pretty good too. Like I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I did like 100,000 on YouTube last month. So that helps.
You're allowed to say any numbers. Usually we just don't want to ask. I genuinely am curious though, because I want to know like what, so 100K, is that like your best month or is that just a really good month on YouTube?
That was my best month, but I probably average like, I think like this month I'll do like 90,000. It just really depends on like YouTube. Like I know in like the wintertime, like Christmas season, like the RPMs are crazy. So I'd probably do like 130,000 at this scale, like per month. And yeah, I mean, that obviously funds like a majority of the gambling. And then like I pay like my friends to be characters in the show and like help behind the scenes and stuff like that.
That's so cool. I'm so happy for you because in a year you've had so much success. Like you really got this thing off the ground and you did it in a way that was really strategic.
Yeah.
Like sort of, it's not a copy of what anyone else has done, but it's kind of the best strategic pulls from other people in the space, but then your own character.
Yeah.
Because it's underrated that you kind of made yourself into Bluffin Bob because that's like a huge piece of the puzzle from an entertainment standpoint. So I got to give you your props. Your first year as a creator, what did you make?
Okay.
You had the dream run. Like as a creator, you had the quick to the top.
In the first year, I haven't even calculated this. I would say somewhere around like 600,000 or 700,000, but that's not net. So probably net, I'll say maybe 350 to 400.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good year.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get better from there. I mean, the month that you had, the months to come, that's incredible. What about anytime you've been filming, like has there been anything crazy happen? Because now you're getting more well known. I'm sure you have fan interactions.
I've had some crazy things happen where like someone like tried to snatch my phone while we're on a live stream and I had to tackle the guy on a live stream.
Gosh.
Yeah, and then like someone steals money from a slot machine that I was playing like while I was distracted. Actually, that had happened, and then that's why I hired one of my friends. I try to hire friends before like anyone else outside that I don't know, because I want to make my friends successful. But obviously, like, I'm still very strict with them. Like, hey, like, you have like deadlines and whatnot.
The job for sure.
100%.
Still, yeah.
But you know, I try to surround myself with good people. So, but yeah, I had like crazy things like that happen. So I basically hired a friend that's like security, but he's also like a character in the show. So, yeah, as of then, I haven't really had many issues, which is nice.
Having to tackle somebody's wild. And I bet people thought it was staged probably because it was on a live stream.
Yeah. I mean, people didn't know what was going on. It was crazy. The live stream cut out, so they didn't even get to see any of it, thankfully. But
that's unreal.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
I could also imagine doing the same genre of content. It could probably get old. Like, how do you keep it fresh? I know you're only a year and some change into this, but how do you keep the Vegas casino content fresh?
I just try to be like innovative in the space. I feel like everyone, and this isn't like, I'm not like stabbing at anyone, but I think like a lot of people just go in, they film their video, like just gambling, which is fine. And like, that's what a lot of people like. If the formula works, like no need to change it. But I want to just like break out of that space. I want to be like known for like doing these crazy things where like every Thursday we go and we gamble and then we do something good with the profit. Like I'll donate school supplies. I'll feed the homeless, donate to an animal shelter, drop off like thousands of dollars worth of stuff to like an animal shelter, and kind of just like give those organizations exposure. And then like Friday, like I said, I'm very transparent. Like I show how much I make on a YouTube video and I try to gamble it. If I don't double it, then like I do a punishment that my audience chooses. I try to make it very interactive with the audience. I feel like a lot of people don't allow the audience easy access to them, which is totally fine if you don't. But like I reply to people, I talk to people. Anytime someone asks me a question, if I have the free time, I'm answering it. So like I have like a couple ideas where like I want to create like a super sophisticated and like highly produced like gambling TV show. I don't want to spill too much because I don't want people to steal my ideas. But
it's exciting.
I like, I don't know. I just want to be like innovative and kind of just, you know, bring things from other spaces into the gambling space.
Very cool. I'm excited for that. And we're going to end with this. Going to do some rapid fire with you.
Yep, okay? Let's do it.
Bluffin Bob's restaurant that he would eat out in Vegas if he could only eat at one place for the rest of his life. Where is it?
Bazaar Meats.
Wow, that was quick.
Have you had it?
I have not.
That's great.
I got to go there. What about the hotel in Vegas you'd stay at? Only one for the rest of your life.
Cosmo.
Really?
I like the wraparound terrace room. It's pretty nice.
Oh, that's above my tax bracket. I'll have to get back to you and experience that. Only could play one casino game the rest of your life.
Craps.
Wow. Okay. Not blackjack?
No, craps is the game. I love craps. It's so much fun. It's like the most interactive game at the casino.
Okay. I like it. Good answers. We appreciate having you on.
Yeah, of course.
We're here at CPT ahead of Invitational 8, so I'm excited to see if you can make a run. Last time, you're one of the first out. Is that inaccurate
I was
reporting?
like 32nd.
Oh,
I made it.
Where did I hear that at? It was probably from Blake. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll tell him he was wrong. Thank you again for coming on.
Thank you.